So, that's Ivy. Ivy is a 5-year-old Alexandrine that obviously doesn't like me. She's been stuck in that cage for at least 3 years, and I've been asked to look after her. This isn't my first Alexandrine. My first Alexandrine was called Mochi, and he was my companion for literally everything. And I won't lie, I wasn't sure if I was ready for another Alexandrine. However, this bird was in need, and I think if you can make a difference, you should at least try. I'm a much more experienced bird owner now. We've got all the birds behind us here. So we've got a bunch of budgies and some cockatiels, and I've met lots of different parrots over the years now, so I'm much more equipped to be able to deal with an Alexandrine. So my plan was to sit with Ivy, give her some time, and with the ultimate goal of her eating out of my hand. So I grabbed my earphones so I wouldn't go deaf and settled in for a long hangout session. I didn't know exactly how long that was going to be. So the first thing I wanted to do was get the cage open so that when training actually started, I wouldn't be spooking her or scaring her. There we go. I then just sat for a bit. I started putting my hand inside the cage and just sat there with her.
Right here. That's okay. I'm entered into the cage.
I can tell you she did not like this.
Yeah? I'm in. Yeah.
She would rather that I was sitting very far away, preferably where she could never see me again.
Yeah.
After a bit, I got the training stick.
There you go. Stick.
And I just started playing with her toys. I was trying to gauge her interest in things and see if she actually was all present. Because I know Alexandrine parrots are a very curious bird. I wanted to see if she still had that curiosity. So one of the first things you might notice when looking at these toys is that they are very well worn. Some of these toys have been in here for 5 years. Yeah. So I couldn't wait till I got the opportunity to throw those things away.
Come on, baby. Yeah, you're over there now. Over here.
At some point, my partner brought in some cut up apple. We'd been told that she absolutely loves apples. So I had a couple of bites to show we had a mutual interest, and then I offered her some. And we sat there for a good 30 minutes. At this point, I wasn't even sure if she liked apple. So I went to the side of the cage and I put some in. And really, to my surprise, she went straight over.
I thought you'd like the apple.
And she sat there for another 10 minutes. But eventually she did actually eat it.
Yeah? Is that good?
And then she dropped it.
Oh, look at
Nope.
that. Oh no, it's all gone.
So, with the knowledge that she actually does like apples in mind, I offered her some more apple.
Right here. You're away here.
But 15 minutes later, I must have looked at her wrong because she lost it. After she recovered, I offered her some more apple and we sat there for another 30 minutes. And then I had a dinner break. At this point, it'd been about an hour and a half with Ivy. And when I got back from dinner, I sort of expected another lock-in session. But to my surprise,
お前はもう死んでいる。
she took the apple.
何?
And then she panic flew into the other side of the cage. So yeah. Either way, I thought the hard part was over, so I offered her some more apple. And we sat there for 45 minutes. And eventually I gave up on the whole hand feeding thing and I changed to a bowl. And this was actually pretty successful. It's hard to describe just how exhilarating it was to wait 2.5 hours for a bird to eat an apple. My last attempt to bond with Ivy was to offer her seed. It did take another 15 minutes for her to eat the seed, but eventually she did. If we do adopt Ivy, there's going to be a big change to her diet. Currently she's on an all-seed diet. That would have to change to a pellet diet. We would have to try and introduce that to her slowly. I'd also like to introduce more vegetables into her diet, as well as some fruit. Apparently she likes fruit. As you can see, she touched the apple twice, I mean. But for now, the seeds are working to build trust. And after more than 3 hours, I was done. I don't think Ivy's a lost cause. I've seen lots of signs that she is present and that she wants to have a relationship, but I think she's just scared. But what do you guys think? Should we adopt Ivy, or do you think she's too far gone? Also, my partner just finished a guinea pig adoption video. I would love to hear your feedback on that, so you can find that one right here. Thanks for watching.